have been with us here on WIS Primetime. You may have seen the introduction we had to the team over at Final Victory Animal Rescue a few times now. And you know what? We are so grateful, incredibly grateful for the work that they do. Now we are doing our part to help some of their furry friends find their forever homes. Every Monday at 7:30 here on Prime Time, we will bring you Final Victory's Adoptable Dog of the Week in a segment that we are affectionately calling Primetime Pups. Joining us now is the General Manager of Final Victory Animal Rescue, Michael Sneesnick, and this week's Primetime Pup, welcoming our friend Jean back to the studio. Great to see you guys. Hi, Jean. She's got on her Adopt Me collar. Oh my gosh, so great to see you guys. First of all, tell us, for people who don't know, about what you guys do over at Final Victory.
So over at Final Victory, we are a nonprofit animal shelter. So we take in animals that are strays, we take in owner surrenders, but our most important aspect is pulling from the local shelters.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the shelters are overflowing with dogs, and so we try to bring in dogs that they are not having to euthanize for space. And so that's actually where Jean came from.
Yeah.
She came to us from Columbia Animal Services.
Oh my goodness.
She was one of the dogs there that we pulled, and now it's going to get her adopted home.
Well, listen, as we talk to Jean, Jean likes Cheez-Its, by the way, so we got some Cheez-Its for her. She's such a good girl. Can you sit for me? What a sweet girl you are. Tell us what people should be thinking about, Michael, if they're interested in adopting. What kind of family or home is a great place for Jean?
So honestly, Jean's very adaptable.
Hey, sweet girl.
I had her at my house earlier today. You guys will see later. She's good with horses. She's good with other dogs. One thing we have noticed is that she's not the biggest fan of cats. I think with some training, she could do good with them. But you know, for a first-time adopter who has cats, she might not be the one. But she loves everybody. She loves kids. She loves family members, dogs, cat. You know, everything really. She's a very easy dog, a very adaptable dog. She's crate trained. She's pretty much house trained. She walks beautifully on the leash. I've had her in my truck a few times, and she rides great. So she really has been a slam dunk of a dog.
Is she really? And she loves Cheez-Its. I mentioned that earlier. And you see how gentle she is. So good home for kids?
Yes.
Okay.
She loves kids. She actually met a kid out in your waiting room. Did great with him. She's been to, we had our Stuff the Sleigh event last weekend, and she was phenomenal there. She met all sorts of kids, all sorts of other dogs. Loved all the snacks that she got there. She really loves her food and her snacks.
Well, tell me a little bit about the process. So here's information about Jean, by the way, kind of her bio. That 3-year-old lab mix, loves kids and other dogs, house trained, and as you described, kind of a couch potato. If somebody's interested in adopting Jean, or even maybe one of the other dogs that's available for adoption, can they come and visit? What's the process like?
So we are open by appointment only. Basically, what you do is you fill out the adoption application on our website. It does not mean that you're required to adopt, but it allows us to start working with you. We're going to find the perfect dog for you. Our local South Carolina residents, we do a foster to adopt. So for 7 to 10 days, you get all the supplies provided by us. And you get to take the dog home and make sure that they're going to be a good fit, because adoption's a big commitment. Our out-of-state adopters, which we have quite a few, they don't have the option to foster to adopt, but we work very hard with them to make sure that it's going to be the best possible fit. We cat test, we kid test, you know, we dog test, we go above and beyond. We try, if they're wondering how the dog travels, you know, we'll take them in the car with us. If they're wondering.
And what is she eating right there? She likes ice cream?
That's our pup cups.
Oh,
so,
the pup cup. Okay.
So we have gotten our own little pup cup glasses that people can buy and do reoccurring pup cups with the dogs.
That is adorable. And you mentioned she's good with horses.
That's a little man. That's my mini horse. And then to the right is Petey. He's my big horse.
All right. About how long does the adoption process take? Because I know you guys, there is a process. You want to respect the process, because you want to find a great pet for the family, but you also want to find a great home for Jean.
So as soon as you apply, usually within 24 hours, somebody has already made contact with you. They've started a process. If the dog that you're applying for has many applications and you're, let's say, 5th in line, it might take a little bit longer, but we do tell our adopters ahead of time that, hey, this is where you stand. You know, if you're interested in meeting other dogs, we can do that. Or if you want to stay in line, we'll work with you there. But our overall application processing time to meet a dog is about 24 hours.
About 24 hours.
We try to move very quickly, because we understand that, you know, you need to be very fast paced. It's so overcrowded at the shelters. We need to try to get dogs adopted as quickly.
Well, that's what I was going to say. About how many dogs are available for adoption right now?
Right now, actually, we looked at it on our website earlier today. We have 109 available dogs. And that is anywhere from newborn puppies. We had a litter born on Thanksgiving, all the way up to seniors and older dogs. So So we have really anything and everything for everybody.
Well, listen, y'all get Jean's close up. Look at that sweet girl. She needs a forever home. There's the information. Jean's available for adoption. Head over to finalvictoryrescue.com. Visit the team at 919 North Lucas Street by appointment only, as Michael said earlier. And you know what? We'll have another Primetime Pup next week, and we hope to have an update on Jean.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all got to show Jean's close up one more time. We got to show Jean one more time. Let everybody see that sweet face and get her forever home. We will be back right after this.